I would love to invite up Heather Knoxville from the Trans Empowerment Project, who thankfully was willing to jump on as a last minute speaker who I got connected to just yesterday. So, Heather, I think you're somewhere around here. Let's see. There we go. All right. So we're going to bring up Heather Knoxville. So, Heather, please feel free to share about yourself, introduce yourself, and tell us about your work. And we'll share a link to your website as well. Thanks for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, Elliot. Well, hello, everyone. I am Heather Knoxville, she, they pronouns. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Trans Empowerment Project. But I actually managed to pull in our founder and executive director at the very last minute, Jack Knoxville. So I'll turn the stage over to him and let him tell y'all about Trans Empowerment Project.
Well, hello, everybody. As Heather mentioned, my name is Jack Knoxville. I use he and they pronouns. I'm the founder and executive director of Trans Empowerment Project, and I was the first trans guy to run for office anywhere in the southern United States. Um, Trans Empowerment Project, we are a 501c3 federally recognized nonprofit. The focus of our organization is to help move the community out of spaces of crisis into empowerment. And the ways that we do that is essentially by focusing on joy and also making sure that we're putting the power back into the hands of the people who need it the most. So all of the work that we do spans across many, many different fields. But one of the key programs we have several programs that we offer, but one of the key programs that I actually oversee is our Group Leaders Project. And we have group leaders from all across not just the US, but also Canada, and folks showing up from Africa, interested in organizing and growing projects on the ground in their own communities. So they're doing things like organizing clothing swaps and food pantries and all kinds of fun things to help with sustainability and making sure that this community has access to the resources that we need, regardless of who is in power. In addition to that, we have a microgrants program. Through our microgrants program, we had to actually pivot from doing direct aid in the ways that we used to because the needs were just growing and growing and growing way beyond our capacity, unfortunately. So we now offer microgrants. Each quarter, we're doing a round of microgrants to put about $500 into 10 different individuals' hands to help fund their lives. The first round of micro grants was really focused on, is called Lead Me to Safety, and was all about helping folks who were in states where they felt unsafe move to states where they felt much more safe and protected. So we were able to give out 10 folks got $500. And then our most recent round of micro grants for the last quarter was just a general aid fund. And through that, we were able to do the same thing, did another round of assistance for 10 individuals to really help them move out of that space of crisis mode. Through Also, through our programs, we have not just stuff that focuses on the direct aid like that, but we have some fun stuff too. We have a project that was launched on Halloween called Quest Collective, and it's really, really fun. Quest Collective is really just a gaming coalition. So if you're into TTRPGs, which are tabletop role playing games, you get a chance to just come in and play some games with us. In case y'all don't know, that is a really big community of folks. And so, what we have started doing is every month we're trying to highlight a new game that was created by another member of our community for the game of the month and encouraging people at home to play the games with their friends so that we can create more spaces for this community to experience joy all the time and have the ability to try out different characteristics and who they are, and just really getting a chance to lean into our authentic selves in through play. But not just for the community, we also have spaces for our allies. So we have several programs set up for allies to come in and really ramp up their skills from allies into being amazing accomplices, including something we recently created called Ally Academy. We have several trainings that are available. We actually have identified about 15 trainings we're going to be putting together all together. And through that, every month we're doing one round of live trainings and then building community from there. Heather runs a program called Sisterhood, Not Sisterhood. If you want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, so Sisterhood Not Sisterhood is actually a program meant to foster relationships and community between cis women and trans women, so that we are no longer allowing ourselves to be divided along arbitrary lines, so that we can come together as a sisterhood and build resources and community for ourselves and for other folks who may not have access to those resources. And so, yeah, along with Sisterhood Not Sisterhood, I co-host the Ally Academy trainings with Jack. We have one coming up on July 8th that dives into, it's called Intersectionality in Action. And so it dives into the different layers of identity and how they can intersect and interact with each other. So yeah, we would love for y'all to take a look at those and join the ones that feel good to you.
Our biggest focus, everybody, is really just on strengthening community and the access to resources that this community has. I mean, at the end of the day, we have each other to get through all of this. And we know that things can feel really incredibly difficult and challenging right now. But honestly, in some ways, a lot of these old systems, they needed to go. And so now we are faced with this is my silver lining for everybody. Even though it does feel scary and we don't know what's ahead, we have the amazing opportunity to build the future we want to see. And that is our focus as an organization, is knowing that we do have the opportunity to create that equitable future. And we want to make sure that there are ways anybody and everybody who wants to be a part of that future have to show up and join us as we continue to really model what that future could and should look like. So we're super excited to be connected with all of you. Thank you so much for the time and the space here. Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
Yes, and before you go, what do y'all do to make joy happen in your life when you're not working? What do you do for fun?
We actually just moved to Chicago from a small town in North Carolina, and we are very excited to have several concerts lined up throughout the year. We took full advantage of the discounts and sales that happen like on Live Nation. So we've got some really good shows to look forward to. We just saw Adeem the Artist play here in Chicago.
If y'all don't know who Adeem the Artist is, they are non-binary country bluegrass folk artists from Knoxville, Tennessee. That
They're
will knock your
amazing.
socks off. They are amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
music, yeah.
I love it. That's great. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks for being here last minute. It's great to meet you both. I hope we'll stay connected. And thanks for all you're doing where you're at. Thanks,
Yeah,
fun.
thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Elliot.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.